I like it when the second pre builds up more than the first pre, so I already started with the clap we had in the chorus, just to give it this kind of driving feeling. Then the second pre, I added this one, which goes up and which I really like, gives it some tension, gives it some feeling for, ooh, even more is coming.
Today we had Thomas Thurner here at the HOFA Studios, where he did a producing masterclass for HOFA-College. Thomas is a producer and songwriter and has co-written and produced this year's Eurovision Song Contest winner Wasted Love by JJ. In this masterclass, he presents his production of the song Better After You by Felicia Lu, who has already competed twice in the German qualifying round for the ESC. The videos will give you deep insights into the DAW project and the creative musical and sound-related approaches of his work. Here on YouTube, we show you excerpts. The complete video series is available exclusively to students on the online campus of HOFA-College, your online academy for audio engineering and music production.
Hey guys, my name is Thomas, and today I will show you the song I produced, Better After You, from the artist Felicia Lu. And we wrote this song together with Thea. She's an awesome songwriter. And yeah, I will go through the production and tell you a little bit about the song, how everything started. And I think I will show you first the overall arrangement, show you the song, how it sounds. And this is the production version. So my mixing engineer, Michael Hechtel, he then mixed the song, so it sounds a little bit different, but this one, it was very interesting because when we first started out on the first day where we wrote the song, I actually started the whole thing with, I could show you the demo of the day. We started out with a halftime beat, kind of. A super different vibe here. Feels way slower also. But also from the first day on, I had this 4 to the floor in the chorus. Everything was pretty raw, everything like, it was just to get the idea down. Then in the second half, we progress it with more harmonies. I always try to, that's also with when I work with Thea, she also tries to add more vocals in, and she thinks about the whole vocal production and harmonic information of like, yeah, and we can build it through this kind of thing. And I try to build it through the beat. Which I love when both things just build more, and I feel like with a good vocal production, your production can sound just way cooler. Everyone will say your instrumental sounds cooler just because the vocals are so full and just take so much space of it. And then we go here into the post-chorus, and the post-chorus is kind of a effect we made here. She sings this long note, but I put an extra stutter on here because for some reason I was with the bass, everything was so stuttery. I felt like, yeah, just go do the same thing on the vocal. And you can see here, it's automating into it. Which I really liked here to have a kind of a cool effect. And I also doubled that with the vocal chop here, which does the same stutter effect, but here is just there are 2 different takes with little alta boy on, with some 4-man shifting and some decapitator just to give it more crunch. And the second one here, which you sing it a little bit differently. And here there's also, I really try to just try out different plugins, see what they do, give it some more saturation here. Even crunch it more, like I went pretty hard here on the decapitator. And then I took the last beat here and like stopped all the instruments because I wanted the second verse to feel different. Sometimes you just copy over the second verse, add some stuff in, but I thought it could be cool to really switch it up here to keep the whole thing going. Also, we're not changing the chords anywhere, so I thought it could be more exciting just to keep the listener more interested. And we go here with a halftime beat. So the drums are pretty basic. It's basic, it's the same kick. We just add here, instead of the other snare we have kind of a trap snare here. And that is layered with a little tonal snare here. Boop. Makes just a small thing together. And this is kind of the groove which is going on in the whole second verse. And I actually reduced some of the elements, so I put out the guitar and all these things because I wanted to keep it in a different world. So actually the bass and this Juno thing was the thing that I kept. But the interesting part about this part is, which I sometimes also try to do, just put random effects on the whole sum. And I have my summing channels here. So here is all instruments lead into this group here. And if you put it off, it's just a bass and this pad, which goes through very normally. But I thought like, ooh, what if we like put a stutter on here, like kind of a offbeat filter effect. And I automated it, that it drops out here and comes in. And when this one drops out, there's this other thing coming in. And then on the second time, I wanted even more variation, so I have this third shaper box in here, which makes it's actually different. So this one makes here the slower stutter, and this one here then makes the kind of fast stutter. And I really like to just put it on the whole group and see what it's doing. That with that offbeat effect gave it for me some special feeling to go in and be like, also very dry everything. And then the vocal is already doubled in the whole verse. It's very also staccato. So it made sense to make some fun with the beat under it. And then we have here the second half. Here I thought it would be interesting to go back actually to the four to the floor, because you're in this halftime feeling. If I would continue it and then go to the chorus with just 4 to the floor, then I feel like that would have been just a too crazy switch. So I had, what I liked is put here, like mute all the elements here and just have her vocal to then transition to, yeah, now we're coming in with the beat again. We have these elements we had before. And I feel like I like it when the second pre builds up more than the first pre, so I already started with the clap we had in the chorus, just to give it this kind of driving feeling. We only had this riser in the first pre, which is just kind of a noise riser, and the second pre I added this one, which goes up and which I really like, gives it some tension, gives it some feeling for, ooh, even more is coming. And the other elements pretty much stay the same, so the instruments are just copied over. And so we also have then the second half, it's doing kind of the same thing, but it's progressing more, because here is some more vocal coming. I've been doing this kind of thing, which is also doubled, and we have harmonies, and then they even build up here to even have even more harmonies in here. It sounds just pretty cool to build it up here. And I also came then in here with some kind of more these atmospheric things we had in the first two choruses. And then this other plug here, just to progress it a little bit, right? We always want to, like, because we're close to the last chorus, I want to progress before I go into the last chorus. And I still also have a riser here, the noise riser from before. And again, I did the same move. I removed the last beat here. I got rid of all the instruments and just let the vocal play, except